the host of Aaron's Hour, Aaron Phillips.
Good morning and good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to another live edition of Aaron's Hour, coast to coast, coming to you from the heart of Virginia Beach. That's right. Thank you for making me part of your Saturday. It is Saturday 411. That's right. All the information you can ever want to have, you're going to get right here on Aaron's Hour today. First and foremost, before we get rock and rolling, a couple of birthday wishes I want to send out to some friends out there. Number one, Coach Chuck Hatcher. He is the man behind Legend in Sports and also a great podcast called Sports Inside and Out. You talk about some people that he's got legends of all the sporting world at his beck and call. Coach Hatcher has it. So happy birthday to you, Coach. And again, I continue looking forward to us working together on many, many projects. And the big one, everybody watch the news, April 27th, big news coming down the pike here from Virginia Beach. The second birthday wish, this individual, unfortunately, he's celebrating his birthday up in heaven. My dear partner, dear friend, John, of course, knows this individual. Happy birthday up in heaven, Ricky Cash. Richard Marsh, for real, Ricky Cash, one half of the Phillips and Cash team on Vegas Unwrapped, our internet radio show that ran for lucky number of 7 years was Vegas Unwrapped. And Kim, I know you got my post today where I wished Ricky a happy birthday online. Ricky Bud, miss you tremendously. For those who are not aware, the opening segment for Vegas Unwrapped 2.0 is as much of a tip of the cap to honor Ricky and our friendship and his love for what we did and the way he lived the gimmick of Ricky Cash could rival any wrestling character that was out there. With that, without further ado, let me give a shout out to John Styles, JPEG Styles back there in Las Vegas. How are you, my friend?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing okay. Got to ask you, my friend,
Sure.
what's your fondest memory of working with Ricky all the years that we were all together?
I have to pick one.
Well, give me a top one or two that come to mind. How about that?
I guess basically the funniest one that I can think of had to do with animals in the Sahara Desert.
You mean
his lack of knowledge of same.
You mean having to define an anatomical comparison?
Yeah.
It is so fun. It is so funny you brought that up, my friend, because Eileen and I were actually laughing about that not too long ago. We were sharing that story with some other friends when we were talking about Ricky. And ladies and gentlemen, let's just say that Ricky was very fond of camels back in the day, and we had to explain the different varieties of camels and also the male
and humans, the camels and humans. Yeah.
Correct, and also the male version of said anatomy. I mean, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Yeah, I think we ought to quit now.
Yeah, I think so. Anyway, before we get to Vegas Unwrapped 2.0, listen, today's show. I was out at the Polar Plunge here, John. We've talked about this when I was part of it earlier this year in February. The Polar Plunge is a fundraising event put on by Special Olympics of Virginia, and I'm sure they do it all over the country as well. But I was so amazed, John, when they stood up front before the swimmers went out. And keep in mind, folks, we had 60-mile-an-hour winds, surf that was off the charts. It was bitter cold. They raised $1.7 million with all of the crazies that jumped into the water. And it was so bad that they had the line of Norfolk rescue surf that they only allowed the swimmers, instead of doing what they normally would, they only allowed them to go out, high-five them, and then go out to knees and then come back in. The water was that cold. The surf was that rough. But $1.7 million was raised. And I said to myself, I said, I got to learn more. So with that, I want to thank Holly Clayton for putting all this together today. Coming up in a little bit after the break, Dave Pulaski, he's with Special Olympics Virginia. He's the Vice President of Sports Health and Fitness for Special Olympics Virginia. Then we have, are you ready for this? Coach of the Year, Tennis Coach of the Year for Special Olympics. Madeline Barrera joins us. And as we saw a pre-show, She's got her hand in a cast. That's what happens if you don't let her win in tennis, or if she beats you, she's going to really take it out on you. And then we have what's that?
Don't talk back to your coach.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly right. And then Quinton Holder, who is a bowler extraordinaire for Special Olympics, he's going to join us today, but he's an all-around athlete. His list of sports that he likes to participate in is also endless. So those are our guests today. We'll get to them in a few minutes, but as always, I do have a few topics and stories that I want to go over with everybody. So without further ado, let us start it off with Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
With a nod to the past and an eye to the future, here is Aaron Phillips with Vegas Unwrapped 2.0.
All right, everybody, there you have it. Welcome to Vegas Unwrapped 2.0. All right, so as always, I'm going to get started with some news. Lottery winnings are always fun to talk about. So this past week on April 6th was the most recent Powerball jackpot drawing. $231 million was the jackpot for Powerball. They had the most recent drawing. I believe it was on the 8th or 9th, a couple of days ago, where the pot was only at about 20 million, but for $231 million, there was one ticket that actually won the $231 million. This was on April 6th. This was earlier in the week. If you take out the full just cash option, if you don't take the annuity payments, you can walk away with the cool $105 million of the 231. I would take that. I would do the one payment. The ticket was a lucky winner in Delaware, so not too far up the road from where we are here. There's also a $2 million match 5 plus power play winner. That ticket was sold in Texas. There was no $1 million match 5 winner. So we had a couple of winners there. The odds of winning Powerball, no matter what, winning the jackpot is 1 in 293 million. So one person in Delaware got lucky and won the big jackpot for $231 million. All right. Local news here in Virginia. This is something that really is a news item that many states report on throughout the year because of, off-schedule elections and laws and everything else. Well, Governor Abigail Spanberger here in the Commonwealth, I almost said state. We can't say state here because it's a Commonwealth. At least that's what I'm learning. Trying to teach myself to be correct now, be politically correct. Anyway, Governor Spanberger has signed legislation raising Virginia's minimum wage to $15 an hour by 2028, making it an increase of $2.23 over the next 2 years. Virginia's current minimum wage is lower than Maryland's, which clocks in at $15 an hour, but higher than North Carolina, Kentucky, and West Virginia, with each states having rates of $7.25 and $7.25, $7.25, and $8.75 respectively, while Washington, D.C.'s minimum wage is just under $18 an hour. Spanberger signed off on the two sister State House and Senate bills passed along party lines. The bills first codify Virginia's current minimum wage at $12.77 per hour, which took effect this past January. The bill then raises the minimum wage to $13.75 on January 1st, 2027, and then $15 on January 1st, 2028. The governor made raising the minimum wage a focal point of her 2025 affordability-focused gubernatorial campaign, promising to raise the pay to $15 an hour once she took office. Now, the other rest of that article was all about the pundits talking about the employers now having to pay more in taxes and this and that. Look, you got to have wages that will allow you to keep the roof over the head and put food on the table. That's the bottom line there. Okay. Some news out there in Las Vegas for Harry Reid Airport, which still affectionately to me is McCarran International. If you wanted, we all know the long lines with the TSA and trying to get through the checkpoints and all that sort of stuff has been in the headlines over the last couple of weeks, especially during what was the shutdown. So what is going on now is that travelers at Harry Reid Airport can now check the estimated, that's the key word here, estimated TSA checkpoints and the wait times by going simply to harryreidairport.com. The new feature provides real-time insight into current security wait times, helping passengers better plan their arrival at the airport before heading out for their trip. Quote, by providing estimated TSA security wait times online, we're giving travelers another tool to make informed decisions about when to arrive at the airport and how to best prepare for the trip. End quote, stated by Clark County Director of Aviation, James C. Chrisley. Travelers should be aware that the estimated wait times can fluctuate by the minute and should not be used to plan a later arrival at the airport. It is simply a tool so that you can plan your time of getting there. We know generally we're supposed to get there, 2 hours ahead. The wait time should give you an estimate of how much more time you can anticipate waiting. Last but not least, annual event here in the Virginia Beach area, the 2026 NAS Oceana Air Show returns September 19th through 20th later this year as part of the 250 Years of America celebration going on all over the place. The theme this year honors our nation's story by bringing it to life through the power and precision of naval aviation. The air show has been a chance for NAS Oceana to give back to the community in the heart of Virginia Beach for over 70 years. Okay. Tickets. Here's some ticket information. Executive Squadron Chalet is $150 a ticket. This provides a unique blend of excitement and comfort, including front row seating near Air Show Center and all-you-can-eat picnic-style buffet with beverages. If you want just reserved seating, that's $25. A reserved chair for the duration of the show day with a premium viewing experience. Or for $15, you can have bleacher seating. Enjoy the show along the crowd line from an elevated bleacher seat, plus processing and credit card fees. Tickets will go on sale the 1st of May, and you can go to oceanaairshow.com for all your ticket information. Now, I will share with you that there are a slew of things to know about attending the show. For instance, all spectators ages 18 and over must present a physical photo ID to gain access to the show. All foreign national spectators must present a valid passport. Parking is free, and then there's all sorts of lists of prohibited items, approved items, smoking, drones, you name it. There's a lot of information, and I'm not going to bore you all the details. Just go on to that website that I shared a few seconds ago. That's oceanaairshow.com for all your pertinent details. Okay. A couple of things that I want to share real briefly before we go to our first commercial break. First and foremost, we talked about this a few weeks ago. Budget Blinds here of Virginia, they have their 2026 Community Impact Challenge. If there is somebody that you would like to nominate, you can nominate between now and August 31st, as they are giving away three incredible volunteers, $3,000. No hooks, no limitations of parameters of how they must spend that money. Eligible regions is the Peninsula, which covers Williamsport, Newport News, Hampton, Yorktown, and Toronto. The South Side, Chesapeake, Virginia Beach, Norfolk, Suffolk, and Portsmouth. And North Carolina, Elizabeth City, and Outer Banks. So this is for volunteer heroes, the givers, helpers, organizers, mentors, and change makers who pour their time, energy, and resources into strengthening their community. Stories should be in video, essay, or in a PowerPoint format, and you can email in your submissions to Christine DeCarmo, that would be CDECARMO at budgetblinds.com. All right, one other community news announcement. John, if you could put up the flyer for Foundation Fighting Blindness, I would appreciate it. Next Saturday at this time, down here in Virginia Beach at the 17th Street Park between Atlantic and Pacific, the Hampton Roads Vision Walk put on by the Foundation Fighting Blindness will be taking place. 10 a.m. is registration. You do not need to pre-register. As a matter of fact, you can register there when you arrive. Just walk up to the table. We're going to have vendors there. The walk begins at 11:30. It's just simply a walk down the boardwalk for X number of blocks before they turn around and come back. There's a QR code there which will help you register, or if you just want to make a donation. They do want to okay. If you want to make a donation or you want to contribute, you got a QR code there. There'll be vendors there as well in the park area. There'll be awards giving away to those who raise certain amounts of money. So come on down. If you'd like to also sponsor the event, the best suggestion I can tell you to do is to call Lauren Meltzer at 443-539-8547, or you can email her at lmeltzer, LMELTZER, at fightingblindness.org. And if you don't remember any of that information, once we go off the air, you can go back to the show on Facebook or YouTube. I will be there. I'm emceeing the event next week, so I haven't figured out what I'm going to do for next Saturday's Aaron's Hour, but rest assured I'll be in, I guess, 3 places at the same time, because at 12:30, the Voice of 757 will be on the air. This week's show for that, by the way, 12:30, Cox Cable Channel 4, Karen Burns from the Virginia Aquarium will be my guest on The Voice of 757. All right, with that, without further ado, let's head off to our first break so that when we come back, I can deliver a message from Elite Financial Service, but more importantly, get into chatting with our friends from Special Olympics. You're watching Aaron's Hour. Don't go anywhere. A lot more to come. We'll be right back.
Honey, it's that time again.
Time again for what?
It's the Chesapeake Kiwanis Annual Shrimp Fest and Barbecue to kick off the Jubilee celebration.
Oh, yeah. I remember that from last year. They raised money to donate back to the local community.
That's right. It's on May 14th from 4:30 to 7:30 at the Chesapeake City Park.
Advance tickets are $45 each through May 13th.
To purchase tickets, go to ChesapeakeKiwanis.org.
If you would like to be a sponsor for the event, call Fred Woodall at 757-469-4945.
It's time to get your shrimp bib out and celebrate Chesapeake.
Men, are you disappointing your partner in the bedroom? Let's cut to the chase. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? 50% of men between the ages of 40 to 70 experience some form of ED. If you are experiencing ED, there is help without pills or needles to even worry about. Coastal 757 Aesthetics has new technology for men called Apex RF. Apex RF is a modern, non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency to strengthen tissue from the inside out, resulting in better blood flow to the penis and a happier life partner. Call Coastal 757 Aesthetics at 757-481-4036 for a free consultation. That's 757-481-4036. Coastal 757 Aesthetics. Care for all phases of life.
It's not just you're here for 2 years and you're gone. It's you have a community, you have a network.
It doesn't matter where you came from or what you've done in the past. Everybody has the same opportunity here.
The financial resources, the community aspect of it, really important for your first 2 years of college. And you get that at TCC.
You know, we take family real serious here at TCC. We're a community, hence Topwater Community College.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Aaron's Hour. Real quickly, a message from Elite Financial Services. If you're serious about building wealth, protecting your money, and scaling your business, you need strategy, not just a tax preparer. Laurel Brushingham, CEO of Elite Financial Services, LLC, and her team love to help individuals and entrepreneurs build financially elite lifestyles. They specialize in personal and corporate taxes, including S Corps and C Corp strategic tax planning, bookkeeping, credit repair, business credit building, proper business structuring, and securing real business funding. And for those who are ready to step into the industry, they teach taxes and provide professional tax software nationwide. To meet with Elite, call 757-717-2411. That's 757-717-2411. At Elite Financial Services, we don't just file taxes, we build financial power. All right, without further ado, let's hope that all the connections are working. Joining me now this time, he is the Special Olympics Virginia's Vice President of Sports Health and Fitness. Dave Pulaski joins us. Tennis head coach Madeline Barrera, and sports aficionados. I'm trying to turn the page here. Mr. Quentin Holder, his specialty is in bowling. We got tennis, we got world, we got everything happening. Good morning, everybody. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning, Aaron.
We're good.
Oh, Maddie, can you hear? Are we good now? You can hear and everything?
Yes, I can hear from the guy in the white hat.
I'm the good guy today wearing the white hat. Well, we had some technical issues with Maddie's audio, but so far so good. Well, I want to welcome you all for taking some time out of your Saturday today and for joining us.
I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Aaron. Appreciate
Absolutely. Dave, I want to start with you because you've been involved with being you overseeing the World Games and the USA Games for Special Olympics for about 20 years now. That's only a small undertaking, as I say that sort of tongue in cheek. How did you get involved, and why did you feel that Special Olympics was the place for you for all these years?
Well, I started as a volunteer, as a lot of people do, and had a real love of sports to start with. My background was in athletic training, and I was a director of sports medicine for an orthopedic group, and started covering Special Olympics Virginia events and providing medical coverage. And in 2000, started on staff with them. Thought the mission was a great mission to get engaged with, and it hasn't disappointed. It's been a wonderful ride for 26 years. We've been together. So
I think when people hear the phrase and title of Special Olympics, I think the majority of the public probably kind of knows what Special Olympics is about. But Dave, for those who maybe are new or think they know what Special Olympics is, can you just kind of give a brief description of what Special Olympics can do for its athletes and those in the organization across the board than just provide sports?
Sure. Aaron, sports are definitely our vehicle that we use for everything, but our mission includes sports, health, education, and working with the community. Our goal is that our athletes will show the communities how capable they are, so that people can really appreciate how much our athletes can do and not what they can't do. And so our entire mission is centered around using sports as a vehicle for change.
And sports is one of the 4 pillars that Special Olympics has as an organization. So sports, health, education, and community. You just touched on sports. Can you touch on the other 3?
Sure. So from a health perspective, obviously playing sports is in its own a healthy thing for people to do. We want folks to be active their entire lives so they can live better and more healthier lives. But we also, in 2000, when I started, we started getting involved in what we call Healthy Athletes programming. So we do multiple disciplines, opening eyes, special smiles, healthy hearing, health promotion, and we do skin cancer checks. And so at our summer games in particular, we'll have 5 different screening disciplines, and we actually do care at our summer games, which are coming up in June. So we'll set up 25 dental chairs and do dentistry all day long for athletes and people in the community that need it. We'll do free hearing exams and give out hearing aids as needed. Our athletes can get free eyewear. They go through a very detailed eye exam at summer games, and they can get free eyeglasses as they need to. We spend a bunch of time on education. And Special Olympics globally is the largest provider of health coverage for people with intellectual disabilities anywhere.
Nice. All right, let me turn to our Coach of the Year, Miss Maddie Barrera, Coach of the Year in tennis. So Maddie, let me ask you, what's your love for tennis? How did you get involved in tennis? And congratulations on getting that honor, being Coach of the Year.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you so much. Real quick, I can't hear Dave, but we can hear you, Aaron. We can't win today. Yeah, so I'm a big sports lover, but my dad was a big tennis player. So me and my sisters, we all grew up playing tennis. And then when I got involved with Special Olympics, started out with coaching soccer and then basketball, and they needed a head tennis coach for Chesapeake, and that's a spring sport for us. So that's how I got wrapped in to doing tennis. It's been great to grow up playing and then being able to coach it as well here with Special Olympics.
Absolutely. No, congratulations. Little bit about me. I played varsity tennis in high school, so I get the love for tennis. So yeah, I'm afraid if I pick up a tennis racket nowadays, I would trip all over myself. I haven't played tennis in years. No, but that's exciting. So now you get the opportunity to head up a team going to the USA Games, right?
Yes.
What's that like? I mean, that's got to be exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely gonna be a once in a lifetime opportunity. I'm really excited about it. We have two athletes that are going with us. Kristen, she lives in the Glen Allen area of Virginia, and she's been to USA Games before. Great tennis player. And then Tamoya, he's up in the Northern Virginia area. Great tennis athlete too. This will be his first USA Games. So great athletes and great families they have, and they've been practicing, and we're all getting really excited to go in a couple of months.
That's tremendous. Now I want to ask the gentleman to your left there, Mr. Quentin.
Yes.
So you've played in so many different sports that was in your bio, but it seems like you're focusing in more on the bowling. What is it about bowling, Quentin, that you like so much?
At a young age, I always loved the bowl. It was a passion of mine, and this opportunity for USA Games is just a big plus. It's a blessing.
Is this your first time you're participating in the USA Games?
Yes, sir.
Are you nervous?
Not at all.
I was gonna say, dude, we're gonna be sitting and talking in front of tens of thousands of millions of people today. You're as cool as a cucumber sitting there. That's great. That's great. So what are you most looking forward to in your first USA Games, Quentin?
Just going with the flow. Yeah.
Okay.
Really, go against the best athletes in USA. And have fun doing it too.
I have to ask, what's your average?
140, 150.
That's all right. That's very. Are you a power bowler? Do you bowl with a lot of hooks?
Frames, or you're talking about frames, or all together?
Altogether, what your average per game is? About a 150?
350, something like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
they average. They do 3 sets usually when they compete. So yeah, so about 150 is right
About
for
150.
game.
Are you a power bowler, Quentin? Do you just take a 16-pound ball and rocket it down? Or you bowl with a lot of hook?
I do a little bit of both.
Okay, you do what's necessary.
Yes.
Excellent. No, that's exciting. Dave, are any of the games going to be televised locally, or is there going to be content put up where viewers can watch the athletes?
There will be. We have Special Olympics North America has a great partnership with ESPN. So ESPN will be there and covering the games, and they don't cover every venue for every competition, but there'll be definitely snippets of different competitions throughout the week that will be broadcast nationally.
And can you just review when the games are going to take place?
Yeah,
that's June 20th. Is that right?
Yeah, June. It'll start on June 20th with opening ceremonies, and then there'll be competitions for the next 6 days. And competitions will be done and closing ceremony will occur on the 26th of June, and then our guys will come back on June 27th.
Okay.
So yeah, so longest for most of these guys, probably the longest time they've been away from home. When they come to summer games and other events, they're usually 2 or 3 days, so a week away from home, and probably the most competition in a row that they'll ever participate in, because it'll be every day they'll be battling for medals.
Sure. Do the athletes cover any part of the cost, because there's travel, there's the hotel, or is this all picked up by Special Olympics and I presume sponsors?
Yeah, it's all. Our athletes never pay a fee for any of our activities throughout the year. So the local area programs support and pay for things as they need to for our state level and regional level competitions. And then when they go to World or USA Games, we raise all the money to cover their costs.
Gotcha. That's great. This way, there's a no pressure participation, financial pressure, in having the athletes attend. All right, Maddie. So I got to ask you, Coach. I'm just going to call you Coach from now on. I'm not going to use Maddie or anything, Coach. So how many tennis players do you have on your team?
We have 12 here in Chesapeake.
Okay. And so without giving away too much to your competition out there, what are you doing? What are you doing with your team to get them ready for the games for June?
Yeah, so my local team here is 12, but the athletes that are going to USA games are not any of my local athletes. They're
Oh.
athletes from, Christensen, Glen Allen, Tamoyas up in Northern Virginia. So we all went down to South Carolina back in October to do an NIT tournament, which helped get them ready for USA Games competition. And now we're in spring season or tennis season, which falls in the spring season of Special Olympic sports. So they've gotten together at Kristen's practice in Richmond
Okay.
to have some mixed doubles time together. And then we all will participate in our state games up in the first weekend of June at the University of Richmond.
Okay.
Before we head over to Minnesota.
Wow. Sounds like a very rigorous schedule.
Yeah, it's a lot of coordination. Unfortunately, it's a good and a bad, unfortunately, we don't live close to each other, but they have
Right.
great teams that they play with in their own area. That's really helping out, get them ready as well.
Good.
Since there's some
All right,
distance
Quint-
between us.
Quentin, what are you doing to prepare for the games? What's your training like? How many games per week do you bowl to practice? How many are on your team? All that stuff.
My team is 3
Okay.
for USA Games. And I am doing single bowling competitions and team competitions. Yeah.
Okay. How many games do you practice per week, per day, just to get better at what you do? Like, you go spend hours at the bowling alley?
I work. I can't do it all the time, but probably most of like all Fridays I don't miss practice. It's 2 frames each and every Friday.
Okay.
And I'm working with a professional bowling coach too to teach me a little bit more than
Okay.
I don't know.
Right on. No, that's listen, I wish I had a coach. I wish I had a coach back in my day. I just took a 16-pound ball and threw it down the alley as straight as I could and hope for the best.
Use 14s.
Oh, you use 14? There you go.
Yes.
Good for you. So talk about something. Listen, what's this? You're part of the Chesapeake Sheriff's Office Elite Unit Program. What is that about?
It's really all about letting special need athletes to people in the community to serve their community and go to like fundraisers and carnivals and.
Okay. How long have you been doing that? Been doing that a while?
I'm second class. Really, for a while, yes.
Okay. Right on. You enjoy it?
Yes, I do.
What do you enjoy most about it?
Helping my community out and seeing a whole bunch of smiles on their face.
Right on.
Seeing us actually.
Well said.
Yeah.
Well said. Dave, I want to come back to you before we go to break. First, let me remind my audience, I want to thank them all for tuning in today. Today is all about Special Olympics Virginia. My guest today, listen, I got the class of the class here. I have Dave Pulaski. He's the Vice President of Sports, Health, and Fitness for Special Olympics Virginia. Then I also have Coach of the Year tennis coach, Coach Barrera. I'm not even using her first name anymore. Sorry, not going to do it. Bowler extraordinaire Quentin Holder. These guys are getting ready for the USA Games in June up in Minneapolis. What do you call a small soda? Minnesota. Anyway, that's a whole different. Anyway, I digress. Sorry. Sorry, Dave. Talk about the games. What's the structure for the games, and what do you think is the most important part of the experience for these athletes participating in the games?
Wow. So yeah, the games will be from June 20th through the 26th. We all have Special Olympics Virginia will have 60 athletes and unified partners going. So we have sports where we have athletes and non-athletes in our program that participate together. Bowling happens to be one of those. Quentin will be with actually 3 other teammates of his, and then there will be a unified bowling group that goes with them. So we actually have 8 bowlers altogether, 2 of which are unified partners. And they'll like I said, they'll get together on the 19th of June. They'll fly to Minnesota and they'll be together for the following 6 or 7 days, and they'll compete or practice every day. There'll be a brilliant opening ceremony, which is usually one of the highlights of the games for the athletes, because it's if you compare it to the Olympics, the 5-ring Olympics as we call them, always the opening ceremony is something that is something very special for our athletes. And then, as Quentin mentioned earlier, he's going to get to compete against people from all over the country for the first time. Part of the real experience for our athletes is just being able to go away, be independent, be away from their families. Quentin is super independent, works all the time, which a lot of our athletes are, but a lot of them don't travel all that much. And so just to have a trip to go away for a week and work hard for a week competing is a magical experience for our athletes and coaches. So that's that. We'll have, we have a bunch of sports going other than bowling. We've got swimmers, track and field athletes. We've got bocce players going. We've got some golfers. We got folks playing pickleball, tennis, volleyball, and we have a flag football team going for the very first time. So we're really excited about the group.
If you ever need a broadcaster for all that, let me know, because I do sports broadcasting. Hey, I want to let everybody know, going across the scroll down below where you see Coach and Quentin is the website, www.specialolympicsva.org. When we come back, I'm going to find out how all of you out there watching can support athletes and Special Olympics if you'd like to, and more with them when we come back, because I got to find out who their favorite superheroes are, right? Who's your favorite superhero, Quentin and Coach?
Earthman.
Okay. Coach?
I'll have to go with Earthman. I'm sorry, I'm not in the.
No worries. No worries. See, on this show, you got to be prepared for any silly question. Dave, who's your favorite superhero?
I got to go with Superman because he's been around the longest.
All right. So if we disconnect you, don't take it personally, okay? Because hold on, here you go.
Batman.
You're watching Aaron's Hour. Maybe all the guests will be back. I'll decide during the break. We'll be back right after this.
Men, are you disappointing your partner in the bedroom? Let's cut to the chase. Are you suffering from erectile dysfunction? 50% of men between the ages of 40 to 70 experience some form of ED. If you are experiencing ED, there is help without pills or needles to even worry about. Coastal 757 Aesthetics has new technology for men called Apex RF. Apex RF is a modern, non-invasive treatment that uses radio frequency to strengthen tissue from the inside out, resulting in better blood flow to the penis and a happier life partner. Call Coastal 757 Aesthetics at 757-481-4036 for a free consultation. That's 757-481-4036. Coastal 757 Aesthetics. Care for all phases of life.
Honey, it's that time again.
Time again for what?
It's the Chesapeake Kiwanis Annual Shrimp Fest and Barbecue to kick off the Jubilee celebration.
Oh, yeah. I remember that from last year. They raise money to donate back to the local community.
That's right. It's on May 14th from 4:30 to 7:30 at the Chesapeake City Park.
Advance tickets are $45 each through May 13th.
To purchase tickets, go to ChesapeakeKiwanis.org.
If you would like to be a sponsor for the event, call Fred Woodall at 757-469-4945.
It's time to get your shrimp bib out and celebrate Chesapeake.
All right, welcome back. If you're serious about building wealth, protecting your money, and scaling your business, you need strategy, not just a tax preparer. Laurel Brushingham, CEO of Elite Financial Services, LLC, and her team love to help individuals and entrepreneurs build financially elite lifestyles. They do specialize in personal and corporate taxes, including S Corps and C Corps, strategic tax planning, bookkeeping, credit repair, business credit building, proper business structuring, and securing real business funding. And for those ready to step into the industry, they teach taxes and provide professional tax software nationwide. To meet with Elite, call 757-717-2411. At Elite Financial Services, we don't just file taxes, we build financial power. Welcome back to Aaron's Hour. Today is Special Olympics. Dave Pulaski, Madeline Barrera. Quentin joins us. Where's Quentin? Where's Quentin? There he is. Quentin Holder joins us. I got all the last names all over the place. All right, let's get back to it. So, Coach, you're involved in something called Young Professionals Board, right?
Yes.
Can you talk about what that is, please, so we can let everybody know what good stuff you're doing?
Yeah, so there's the Young Professionals Board of Special Olympics. They have a chapter in Northern Virginia, Richmond, and here in Southampton Roads that we started in 2021. So it's a Young Professionals Board of 22 to 39-year-old individuals, all from different career sectors that just want to give back and keep spreading the mission of Special Olympics. So we help out with fundraising and volunteering and just continuing to advocate and spread the mission of Special Olympics. So going on about 4 years now, and our chapter here is about 15 or so individuals here on the Young Professionals Board in Virginia Beach.
Right on. That sounds like a lot of fun. And then Quentin, I understand you're a part-time landscaper.
A little bit of that, but really, the name of the company I work for is Trash Pandas.
Okay.
We're a trash pickup company for dressers, couches, beds.
Okay.
Like cleaning up backyards, patios.
What's the craziest thing you've ever had to go pick up out of somebody's yard?
Ooh.
Anything come to mind out of the ordinary? I always like the crazy stuff of stories. That's why.
Like soggy pieces of wood, like just fall apart.
Just wood. Okay. Well, listen, you got to be careful with that stuff. I'm sure. So, all right. So let's talk about, Dave, if you don't mind. I know on the website there's that donate button. All nonprofits have that donate button, but let's get a little more personal here. If someone watching this right now wants to, let's say, sponsor Maddie or the tennis team or Quentin and his bowling crew over there, can individual donors or donations be made to sponsor athletes, the games, or is it just general donations to the general cause?
All of that and above. So yeah, we definitely operate off of the donations of individuals, corporations, sponsors. We just had a big day with Jersey Mike's a couple of weeks ago, so I hope everybody got out and got their subs for us. That was a day of giving, and that's a big supporter of our USA Games team. But we're because we operate on the graces of everyone's donations. Yeah, they can sponsor the team. They can sponsor Quentin as an athlete, or they can sponsor Special Olympics Virginia. It all goes to the same cause. As we said before, all the expenses that are related to a big trip like this, planes and food and uniforming all come out of our budget. So we're always trying to make the grade on the budgets for that and raise all the money we can to support our athletes, make sure this is a great experience.
Okay. Quentin, I understand we chatted about this before we went on the air, but you participated in the polar plunge in February. How long have you been participating in the polar plunge, or was this the first time for you?
This is my third year.
And what was your number one tip you told me that when I asked you about doing it, that you would tell anybody? What's the number one tip to prepare?
It will be cold, but I prefer you to actually wear sweatpants instead of shorts, or you want to stay warm.
Do you train for that? Like, do you put ice in your bathtub at home and get into the tub or something? I mean,
no, I take hot and cold showers.
Oh, okay. So you don't do anything specific to get ready to jump into 30-degree water then?
Probably cold shower.
That's all right. How about you, Maddie? Have you ever participated in the polar plunge? And if not, do you ever want to?
I have. Yeah, I've done it. This is my 4th year. So it started out as a toe dipper, and then I slowly became, I go fully in now, but no, it's a great time.
Holy cow. I don't know. I came from Las Vegas, so anything under 85 degrees in air temperature and water temperature is way too cold for me. So, well, good for you. So let me ask you both this question. I'm sure there are going to be people watching this that are either thinking about maybe someday participating in the polar plunge someday or getting involved in Special Olympics. So what would you tell somebody who's watching this right now that is thinking about getting involved, maybe becoming an athlete? What would you tell them to encourage them to step forward and get involved? Who wants to go first?
I think we're gonna say the same thing. It's you want me? Okay. No, we love it so much, right, Quentin? It's really the community. It's so amazing with Special Olympics. Whether you're an athlete, whether you're a coach, whether you're a parent, whether you're a fundraiser, like whatever the case may be, it's just such a community. And you just you can. There's usually a Special Olympics program going on, like really in any locality throughout the state. So really, just going online, seeing what your closest Special Olympics is, and just coming out for that first practice, and then you're going to be sucked in. That's for sure.
And I believe in the high schoolers can do it. Anyone can do it. It's just your mindset, and you are about to get in the water, and plus helping for a good cause for Special Olympics spirit. Yes, it's great.
Right on, right on. Dave, is there an age requirement to participate in the games on any level?
No, we have programs for athletes from 2 years old all the way up. At 8 years old, they can start competing in some of the larger competitions and those kind of things. But we do have lead up programming called Young Athletes for athletes that are from 2 to 5 years old. And there's no upper age limit. We have athletes that are in their 60s and 70s that are still competing and enjoying not only the sports, but as Maddie said, the social experience is just as important for our athletes, and getting the community engaged, because, you know, as we talked about before, the power of either the USA Games or just the program in general is the impact on the community, and how many people come out one time and all of a sudden realize, wow, what a great experience, and how much I'm getting out of it, as opposed to what I'm trying to give back into the organization. So
what possibly could a 2-year-old be doing as an athlete? Tell me, I mean, what are we doing as a 2-year-old?
They do individual skill development, and again, trying to get some balance and flexibility and strength built up so that they can participate. Eventually, a lot of our parents that get involved are looking for a place to start. You know, honestly, our athletes oftentimes don't fit into the normal sports mode. Little league and those kind of things are not something that they can often they can be involved in that. But oftentimes parents, especially of younger athletes, are always looking for places where their children can participate safely and with their peers.
Sure, absolutely. Quentin, I want to ask you, who inspires you?
My Aunt Sean, Coach Sherry, all of the coaches and the monitors for the games.
Okay. Coach, how about you? Who's your inspirations, Coach? Who inspires you every day?
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I have a sister with a disability. Just all the value of sports, that what it did for her. So that's always been the starting point, my inspiration. And just like Quentin, we have a phenomenal leader at Special Olympics Chesapeake between Sherry York and Jeff Parker. So there's great people, great mentors to all of us.
Right on. Quentin, I see you're in your resume. You also attended community college. Which community college did you go to, and what was that experience like for you?
Alomar.
Okay.
I went to a community college. I had terms there, but it was a great experience, and I appreciate every minute of it. Yes.
Right on. And you graduated, right?
No, I moved before I even got to finish. Yes.
Do you have plans to finish getting a college degree from there, from any of the colleges, or?
Probably in time.
Sure.
Not right now.
Okay. Yeah. Well, listen, you got games to prepare for. I wouldn't worry about school either. So it's all right. It's all good. It's all good. All right. We're actually down to maybe just under 10 minutes left. So this is the part of the show where I like to ask questions of my guests that have absolutely nothing to do with anything important, just crazy, silly things. So we learn a little bit more about you personally versus being a Special Olympic athlete and the great people that you are. One of which I've already asked before the break. That was, who was your favorite superhero? You all failed miserably, but I still love you. That's okay. I'm going to ask you all different questions because I don't want any of you to start thinking about an answer to the question I asked somebody else. All right. That's called cheating. So I'm going to have Coach go first because she's the only lady on the panel today. So, Coach, who is your favorite actor of all time that you like to watch on TV or in the movies?
I love any movie with Sandra Bullock.
Oh, I love Sandra Bullock too.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie of Sandra Bullock?
Gosh, so many. I like The Proposal with her and Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, yes.
That's a good one.
All right. I like that. Quentin, let me ask you this question. What is your favorite movie or TV show of all time so that when you get a chance, it's on TV or on streaming, you don't want to be bothered? You turn your phone off, you grab your favorite snacks. What is that for you? Favorite movie or TV show that you like to watch?
Discovery Channel.
Discovery Channel. Okay. What do you like on Discovery? I mean, I like what is it? Ghost Adventures on Discovery. I like those guys.
Too.
You like them?
And,
you know, they're in Las Vegas where I used to live. They have a great museum there. John knows them. Well, I don't know if he knows them per se, but they're not far from him. But I like that. Discovery Channel. That's good.
Ancient
All right,
Aliens too.
What is it?
Ancient Aliens too.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Right on. All right, Dave, what's your favorite genre of music?
Ooh, probably my favorite is like the 60s rock music. I like that.
Okay. Maddie, you still can't hear Dave, right?
No.
All right. He said the 60s. That was well before you guys were probably even on this earth.
Yeah, probably so. I was little, but I love that
music, but not all of it.
You said Beatles, Quentin? You've heard Beatles from the 60s?
Yes,
all right.
yes.
Good. All right. So, Dave, there's a second part to that question. And this one may be embarrassing because I will share your answer with Coach and Quentin. So, given that 60s is your favorite genre of music, you're in your car, you're at a red light, your favorite all-time song comes on the radio, you start doing your own karaoke version to that song. You don't care what you look like in your car, what people see. What song is that for you that you start singing to?
Oh, boy. That is a tough one.
You could tell Maddie he's stressing out over the answer to that question.
Yeah, I don't know. I sing. The embarrassing part is I sing that all the time to our songs. It doesn't really matter what song it is. I don't know.
All right. So how about this? Since Quentin was familiar with Beatles, what's your favorite Beatles song that you would sing to?
It's a long time I listened to it.
How about Dave? Let Dave will give me his answer, and we'll see if you know that song. How's that? Go ahead, Dave. What's your favorite Beatles song?
I like Penny Lane, I think. That's
Penny Lane. All right, he's familiar with. Have you ever heard of Penny Lane, Quentin? Penny Lane is in my ears and in my eyes. Dun dun dun. Anyway, that's as far as I go.
That's enough of that.
Thank you, John. Exactly. All right, Coach, what would be your dream vacation? Where would you like to go away?
Oh, I've always said a bucket list is Greece.
Really?
Okay,
that's a great spot.
Greece, so that's
Greece is the word. No, Greece is a location I get a lot for that question. So you're up there with a lot of folks. By the way, Dave, I don't know if you see John's message in the chat room about the 60s. He says, if you remember the 60s, you weren't really there.
That's
That should tell you where John spent most of his time too.
Yeah.
Okay. Quentin, how about for you? What is your favorite vacation that you've ever gone on? Have you gone away on a vacation that you really, really enjoyed?
New York.
Which part? What was your favorite part of New York?
Do you see next to the statue of Abraham Lincoln and
The statue of Abraham Lincoln? Yeah, that's in Washington, not New York. That's Washington, D.C. is where Lincoln is in the Washington Monument. That's okay. I get confused all the time. Don't worry about it. You're good. You're in good company. So you like Washington where you saw Abraham Lincoln, the Washington Monument and all that?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. Listen, a lot of history there. I mean, 250 years worth of history there, right? Coming up soon. So, all right, last couple of questions, and then actually we'll wrap up after that. Not too much more to go. So, Dave, one question for you. What's your favorite meal, top to bottom? What's your favorite dish that you like to have for dinner?
Anything pasta.
Anything pasta. All right.
Yeah. Anything pasta. I grew up in a very Polish home, but my mother, for whatever reason, Italian was her thing. She could cook like no other. So, yeah.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on. He liked pasta, guys. He's a pasta fanatic. That's his favorite food. All right. Last question before we wrap up. This is the only serious one of these that I kind of ask. So, Dave, I'm going to start with you so that Quentin and Coach can hear the question and they can ponder their answer. This will be the only one I'll allow overlap. Dave, when the time comes, and it's going to be many, many, many years down the line from now, when you are standing at the pearly gates and the maitre d' is there to welcome you in, presumably, what is it you'd like to hear them say upon you entering into the pearly gates?
Hopefully that come on in for one would be number one. That would be great. Two would be hopefully that I had a positive impact.
Right on. His answer, guys, was that number one, come on in would be the first part. Number two would be hopefully recognizing the impact he's had on others. So my question, that same question to both of you, Coach, when that time comes way down the line, what is it that you'd like to hear them say upon you entering into the pearly gates of heaven?
Yeah, hopefully it's many, many years from now. Many years from now. But yeah, very much same as Dave, like, welcome and just, memorizing on hopefully the long, filling life I had and the people I was able to have along the way for sure.
Right on. Right. How about you, Quentin? What is it you want to hear?
We were watching you for a long time, and we see how you are, and welcome. Yeah.
Right on. If it were me, I would also say I got a 7-10 split that needs to be picked up. Can you take care of that for me? Listen, the honor has been mine to spend this morning with all three of you, but Coach and Quentin in particular. Tremendous inspirations for those out there. Coach of the Year, bowler extraordinaire. I can't wait to catch back up with you guys after the games and to get a firsthand reporting of the results. And Dave, just keep doing the work that you're doing. And I want to make sure that we connect after the game so that we can either have you guys back on or at least get a live update as to how the games went for everybody. That's June 20th through 26th in Minneapolis. On the screen below our guests, you'll see SpecialOlympicsVA.org. Please go out there, make a donation, contribution to support Special Olympics, as well as the athletes if you choose, but Special Olympics Virginia. Guys, thanks again for coming on. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Thanks again for coming on Aaron's Hour. I appreciate you taking time with me today.
Thank you, Aaron. Appreciate it.
You betcha. Just a reminder for programming note, in 30 minutes, if you're in front of your cable television, go to Cox Cable Channel 4. Sky 4, watch The Voice of 757. Karen Burns is my guest today, talking about Virginia Aquarium. Next week's Aaron's Hour, I will be down at, as you saw earlier, the 17th Street Park. I will be emceeing the Foundation Fighting Blindness walk down there. So we'll see what's going to be on tap. By the way, I've neglected to bring this up. John, if you can bring up the flyer real quickly for for Norfolk Tides. If you'd like to win a family 4-pack or a chance to win a family 4-pack of tickets courtesy of Sky 4, simply go to their Facebook page, facebook.com/Sky4TV. There's a link right at the top of the page that's pinned there for you to register to get a family 4-pack between now and April 20th, because the winner, April 19th, the winner will be drawn for the 20th to win a family 4-pack game for the Norfolk Tides, courtesy of Sky 4. All right. That does it for me, everybody. As always, be kind to everybody. Why? We're all we have. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Don't forget to file your taxes on the 15th. I hate to be the bearer of bad news and reminder. Thank you for watching. Have a great Saturday, everybody. Remember, Special Olympics is the key. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Take
All right.